if you listen, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's cool to do that, you know what I mean? Like it works out. I'm not gonna do it on this one, but I'm just showing you, you know what I mean, how you can work with it. Cause I can get it back to that pitch, but using two samples, if you do that, if I do it like this, and then later on I'm chopping up, and I'm going to different breakdowns of the song, and I don't have it. How should I put this? If I don't have it pitched right, then it's just not gonna. They're not gonna blend well together. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to word it, but I have to show it to you. And actually, when you see the video, and if anybody that's familiar with this program, you know what I'm talking about. It's the Pro Default and Resample function that they have on there, and it's to your benefit really, because you can get the same outcome if you just use the pitch knob in the time stretcher section of your sample. So let's see. So yeah, I'm working these two samples, and just bear with me, because I don't know how long. It might take me a second, it might take me an hour. So I mean, it depends on if I hear something that sounds cool with me. So alright, here we go. Alright, that works. So that's not too difficult. So, you know what I'm saying? That's an easy chop right there. I got greasy with it before. I had like, shit, what I'm talking about, like 30 chops down the way, you know what I'm saying? And like, and you know what I'm saying? To each his own. If you do it like that, you'll know, like when you're hearing a sample and junk, you like, man, you'll start chopping up junk like that, because you'll hear stuff in the song, be like, man, I want that piece right there to be right in here. You know what I'm saying? And you'll do that. So, you know what I'm saying? This one's pretty cool. This one's pretty user friendly. You know what I'm saying? If I you know what I'm saying? Put it better, to word it better. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm working on the second part though. So that'll be another part, but I want to make another section of that sample, because it's like a whole bunch that I didn't use. So I'm gonna check it out, you know what I'm saying, see if that job look cool, and go from there. And that's gonna leave my sections odd, you know what I'm saying. I like to go in even numbers when I'm making these sections, because everything in the song works well, and my songs work out in fours. So, you know what I'm saying, it goes 4 bars, then it goes to another section, and that's 4 bars, then it goes to another section, that's 4 bars, then it goes to another section, that's 4 bars. You add all those up, it's 16 bars, and that whole 16 will repeat all over again. So that's all I'm saying, it goes by, and then that'll be 32 bars, and then those 32 bars repeat over again, that'll be 64 bars. You know what I'm saying, and by then, you're a couple minutes into the song, so, you know, depending on if you got verses on there, how long verses are, choruses, how long the choruses are, how the chorus is set up. You know what I'm saying? I would make adjustments for that. But when I'm just making beats, that's my structure. That's just the way I've always done it, and it's worked out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like some I should do, some of it ain't. me finish this last section though, or one of these last sections. That's that, and I'm gonna listen to them all, like, and that's all I'm saying. Like, this is gonna be another 2 bars. So total, I got the first section has 2 bars, second section has 2 bars, and the third section has 2 bars. But you know what I'm saying? Total, that's only 6 bars. So it didn't come out to an 8. So at 8 or 4, a multiple of 4. So I either got to come up with another section to fill those last 2 bars, or change around some stuff to where I'm repeating a lot of stuff. Either way, I still got to come up with those 8 bars. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play everything that I have together. This is just 6 bars. Forgot to pitch that first part down. So this is the first part pitched down. Oh no, don't do it. I'm gonna use that same second part over again. So it's gonna be this one, and put it on the last 2 bars. So this is the total 8 right here. I like that part actually, but you know what I'm saying? So there it is. That's pretty simple, dude. That's a simple process for you. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna work on the drums so that it's just you know what I mean? This is a simple process for you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're familiar enough with the program to where you can work with some stuff, then you know what I'm saying, it's a simple way to mess with it. Let's see, think. So yeah, all my drums and stuff. I'm gonna keep this joint so basic, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna get too complex on it. It's a lot of copying and pasting when you like mixing down after you got like your patterns down. It's a lot of copying and pasting. I don't care what these fools be telling you, you copying and pasting all that bullshit, man. Shit, that's a bunch of bullshit. They shit sound like shit if they ain't copying and pasting. You know what I'm saying? Or they just using other people's shit that's already been done for them. You know what I mean? I do this shit from scratch. You feel me? Like from scratch. I got all kind of drum kits from all kind of famous producers, man. I got all kind of VST sounds, you know what I'm saying? I've used all of them. And, you know what I'm saying, these are basic kits that I'm using right now are in the program. You ain't got to download nothing. This junk it comes with the program. You feel me? So it just depends on you and what you can hear and your skill level, you know what I mean, on how you can do it. Don't listen to nobody that's up there saying that's some bullshit. If it sounds good to you and the people around you that you're trying to impress or whatever you're trying to get accomplished, go for it, man. Hi-hats, you feel me? And that'll be it. Alright, so let me find out where I'm at on this sample, or on this song. Now I remember I was doing the hi-hats. I was just adding hi-hats to it. I'm gonna put a swing on it, you know what I'm saying? All swing does is just basically shifts your kicks and snares either closer or further away together. It gives it a more natural effect, like it gives it that like drum bounce, like a drum, you know what I mean? It's I don't know if you ever seen like a live drummer play drums. It's different than actually keying this shit in, you know what I'm saying? Like I can make it sound similar to it, but that's what that swing effect does. It gives it that, it's just more of a crisp sound to it, you know what I mean? Like I'll play it for you, like, and you'll notice the difference. Like this is just without the swing. Which that's pretty close actually, but I'm gonna swing it and so you can hear the difference. With swing. That's without swing. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the type of feel you're looking for. Like sometimes I won't use swing, you know what I mean? Because I like it to just be like a laid back cut like that. Sometimes I want it to be like one of them type of things. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna play it with the sample and mess with the swing and see which one feels better. Oh my bad, actually I forgot how to move some stuff around for different parts of the song. So like on the first section, like this part, I'm gonna have hi-hats on that, and on the second I don't think I'm gonna have hi-hats, so copy and paste this over, and let's see, there, paste that, that's there, 3D, copy that. Copy that, go over here, copy that, paste it up. And, alright, so the second section, I'm not going to have hi-hats. And that's that section again. And then this section. So, let's see. third set of 2 bars. So basically the one, two, three, four, fifth bar, fifth and sixth bar. I'm not like the first one bars 1 and 2 is gonna have hi-hats. Bars 5 and 6 are gonna have hi-hats. Bars 3 and 4 aren't gonna have hi-hats. Bars 7 and 8 aren't gonna have hi-hats. So that's just what I'm doing explaining. You know, usually I do it a lot faster, but you know, I don't know, I just feel like explaining shit the best. So. Sounds are kind of loud, so I mess with some of the levels, try to get it close. You know, sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. I still have yet to master a track, but I've gotten damn close. So, you know what I mean? It's crazy because I can master one track, get all the volumes like perfect, but I won't, like by the time I get done with all that crap, I don't feel like mixing it or something, or I can't mix it, like, you know what I mean? Like but my brain I run out of thinking energy or something. Like by the time I get down to mixing, or I'll do mixing and I'll mix the shit out of it, and then by the time I get to leveling out my volumes and stuff, I done ran out of energy. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I just let it be whatever. And usually, like, this is what I do, like that's why I save like a lot of unfinished songs that I got, because I'll come back to the Bad Boys like a year later or something and be like, man, alright, I should have did it like that. And even with music changing, I won't even listen to that. I'll just go off of, you know what I mean, I remember when I made that and what I was trying to do, you know what I'm saying. And I got like 1,000 tracks, you feel me? So, but anyway, let me level this shit out. I just came up with an idea for that other part. I am going to use hi-hats on the 3rd, 4th, 7th, and 8th bars. I have to use hi-hats. I'm just going to undo this. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sounds a little better. Get back to level. Here's a tip for you. When I'm trying to figure, while I'm leveling, like trying to figure out the levels on, when I'm leveling out all my tracks or whatever, what I'll do is I'll fade out the song, like the song's fading out. Because if you listen to any hip hop track, I've said this before actually, if you listen to any hip hop track, that's the music I'm dealing with. I don't know about anything else, but hip hop, you fading it out, you'll hear how well the song was mixed in the fade. You know what I'm saying? Like when the song was fading out, you could tell how well it was mastered. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna play it and then fade it out, and I can hear like what's too loud and what's not loud enough. Now, me personally, I heard that the snare is just a little bit too loud. You know what I mean? I might be wrong, but you know, and that's why you trial and error this shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so I'm gonna bring the snare down just a little bit and try it again. That sounds cool to me. So, you know what I'm saying? We got a nice little quick one. Had to take a quick break, but you know what I mean? That's you know, a sample for you. Simple process. You know what I mean? I'll match the screen to the screen, or the screen to what I'm saying, and all that type of shit. I'll edit it down so it ain't too long for you, because this took about like an hour or something to do this shit. So, you know what I mean? There you go. It's another one for you. Peace.